It's time now for Fantasy Insurance presented by GEICO. We are looking at the Monday night game. A lot of owners try and pick up Monday night players as insurance. So give me some do's and don'ts for this week's game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Who was your insurance policy from this one, fam?
It was our insurance policy last year. Marquez, Valdez, Scantling, MVS, Geronimo, Allison, Randall Cobb, both going to be game time decisions. If these guys can't go, and remember, the Packers have a bye coming up in week 7, so it might be smart to give them another week of rest. MVS could be a nice play for your fantasy squad.
The Packers have the all-spelling bee wide receiver core between MVS and Equanimous St. Brown. Akbar, who are you looking at?
Yeah, Geronimo, Allison, if healthy, I do believe that he could be big-time factor. We know when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, he lights up for Monday Night Football. I mean, every football player does. And Geronimo Allison, when you look at what he's done, 60-plus reception yards in all 4 games he's played this season. He's averaging double digits, 10.23 fantasy points per game. So he could, again, if healthy, he could go out there and explode and probably get a really big game, maybe even close to 20 points in this game.
All right, Adam Rank.
Yes, sir.
Who are you looking at?
I'm going to look at CJ Beathard, and you guys told me you weren't going to roll video. This was the whole point. Oh, we need a graphic, whatever. But let me tell you something right now. He's not your first choice. He wasn't even your 5th choice. But you know what? He's available to you right now, so you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to like it. Actually, over the last 2 weeks, he's had more passing yards, had more touchdowns, and more fantasy points than Patrick Mahomes, so he's clearly better. But in this matchup against the Green Bay Packers, we're anticipating them falling behind, and at that point, they're going to have to start throwing, which means the game script figures a lot of passes, which means a lot of fantasy points. That's usually how that works.
That's usually
you
how
get
that
points for the more yards
for doing things, yes.
For doing it, you know what I'm saying?
So, speaking of falling behind and having to throw the football, that's where Kyle Juszczyk comes in.
Yeah,
My biggest accomplishment for the week was actually spelling Juszczyk without having to look it up first. I was so proud of myself. But anyway, he's the guy who catches the ball a lot out of the backfield now that Jerick McKinnon is gone and there's possibly no Matt Breida on Monday night. So Juszczyk, if the Niners fall behind, which seems very likely, he becomes a bigger factor in sort of a catch-up scenario for the San Francisco offense, especially in a PPR league. Could be a very sneaky play in case you're looking last minute for somebody maybe to fill that flex spot.
Very sneaky.
There you go. That was Fantasy Insurance presented by GEICO.